Hello, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and I'm so happy you joined me today. In this reading, we will look into the material stuff, the money, career, finances, the opportunities coming your way within the next 4 weeks with a general overview. And we're going to start with the coffee cup. Then I have a special spread for you. But before I start, I want to pull some cards, and I'm going to tell you what's happening here. Very important message came forward. And then we're going to move on to the tarot and the oracle, and we will pull 3 important things you need to know at this timeline. And if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give some love, hit subscribe. That's the best and the free way to support the channel. And you will also see other videos that you're interested in. And another thing here, I said so many ends, I know. But if you would like a private reading from me, I have my email in the description box below. Go ahead, send me an email. I'll respond to you as soon as possible. Let's start out with the coffee cup and let's talk about what's happening right now. So, I see there is actually within the 3rd week, at the end of the 3rd week, there's a cup. There's an offer showing up. It's a small, one single cup, meaning it's one offer, one thing with great potential. However, this requires you to get outside your comfort zone. This can be talking to someone that you don't usually talk to, doing something that you don't usually do. Maybe it can even pull you towards a certain direction that you're not even interested in. Maybe it's not even your area of making money. However, you have certain talent that you're aware of, but you don't really consider it. It can be something like that as well. This doesn't mean that you're going to actually turn that into a business overnight. It means that this has great potential if you can pursue it, if you can grow it. I see another pathway here opening into the 2nd week, but there actually, you see the path is not really continuous. Maybe somebody's actually coming towards you with good news, or they're getting cut off on the way. Or if some of you, if you're going for promotion, upgrade, or a new career, you might have something in between. Or maybe it's like retirement. You want to go for it, but then something is happening and you're not going to be able to pursue that. Okay, get outside of that comfort zone, get out of that place. But I feel like everything is happening for a reason, because 4 of Wands is also completion, passing through the finish line. And the thing is, though, let me tell you, we have 7 of Swords coming forward before that. You see this jaguar, I think he is, and very tactical, very slow, moving with purpose and something, an intention in mind. Mostly, the 7 of Swords can indicate someone doing things behind your back. But if that's not the case, if this is you doing something, this requires you to be tactical, okay? When you approach a situation with tactics and with a certain intention, 4 of Wands is the finish line, which is a fast energy, which is a fire energy. It seems like you're going to get to that finish line really fast. And the 6 of Wands is your victory. So it's not only like a crossing the finish line and celebrating. This is going to come with a victory to you, okay? It's going to carry some energy of accomplishment, success, trophies, and winning the war. If you have been fighting the war, which is 7 of Swords, is like a war tactic kind of energy here. 6 of Wands indicates that it's going to be victorious. The thing is, the 4 of Wands in between is there's something also needs to be completed. There's a finish line that you need to cross, okay? And that's what I feel here. When you get to the finish line, you want to cross it, it just keeps moving further away. You need to do something different. Change your tactics, change the way you do things. When we get back inside, you can see this massive tree of life starting to grow, aligning with the cup outside. So I mentioned here, some of you might actually get even an inspiration about something, a situation. Let me tell you something. I actually got this pendulum. And on my other channel, I'm going to start asking questions, connecting with our higher spirit, higher self, and asking questions. And they answer through these pendulums. You see, I'm not even turning this. This is actually means maybe. This sign means maybe. Maybe I answer, maybe I don't. It says to me right now. So I'm going to record that. That's an idea. It came to me, inspired. Maybe it's going to grow. Let's go. And that the tree indicates that there's something like that in your mind, back of your mind. You're thinking, oh, is this going to worth it? Should I do it? And this is actually a yes. When you pursue it, though, you need to go after it. Within this next 4 weeks, let's get back to that timeline. I see within the first week, there is actually 2 legal papers separated by a pathway, and there's the pathway kind of looks like a person, like a tree bark. Body of a tree trunk. This can be an earth sign, and Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, someone who's established. This person might be giving you established in the sense of grounded. Okay, they might have a financial background. They might be looking for someone to work with. For some of you, I feel the energy, maybe this is someone that you're separating. Maybe a partnership that you're dividing. That's why we have 2 papers here. Seems like there's going to be an equal split. Okay, and you're going to get your part, and they are maybe if they ever have been fighting about this, they're gonna let go of the fight because the sun is starting to shine to that area. And maybe if this is something, a compensation, something you're getting out of the situation, you might invest that into a new idea, maybe divide it up to the pieces and just start investing it in. Within the second week timeline, there are 3 pathways opening. This can be 3 different options, 3 different ideas, or 3 different directions that are coming your way. On one of them, we see this is on the back of a person here. He's playing that flute that, it's not the flute, it's the Scottish, not Irish. I forgot the name of the instrument. That big instrument, I think it's made out of leather, and it has 3-4 pipes on it as well. It kind of reminds me of that, and somebody's playing it already. So this is a very good direction. Maybe you have an idea about material success, or you want to do something, and one of the 2 of the paths actually is a traveled pathway. Most of the times the message comes to me as like travel the less traveled pathway, go through that. But in this one, the 2 are closer to you. And I feel like here you will have a guideline when you follow someone playing the instrument, someone who already made money happen with this tool. You don't have to go take a class from this person or a master class, or it doesn't have to be that. It can be following their progress, how they get things done. So I have here, for example, on my side, I keep reading this book and the audiobook and all the time. Think and Grow Rich. This book is actually a collection of what the rich does, what that mega minds do when they want to accomplish something. So this can be that kind of direction as well. Like I keep reading Bob Proctor lately. So it can be that kind of direction, which I cannot really access the Bob Proctor anymore in the material world, but in the spirit world, we have access to him. So it can be someone like that as well that you admire, and someone who traveled the pathway already, and you will find their inspiration, their guidance, maybe their teaching to follow that. The second pathway here is a standalone piece, and I feel like when you master the work, when you actually travel that traveled pathway, this will give you another idea how to create your own authentic thing as well. And it seems like this is not even going to take that long. Okay, first you can copy what others doing, and then you can get the idea of, oh, I'll do my own thing. And I feel like here, if you are not really copying one by one someone, which some people does, but if you are actually taking it as an inspiration and interpreting in your own way, that becomes a different thing. Okay, so you, like, your personality is different. You are unique. There's no one like you, and your skills are unique. And there is someone out there, not maybe only one, but many, that needs that skills to actually brighten their life and get a better life. And you have a massive potential to be an inspiration to another. However, first you need to inspire yourself. And I feel like here, when you first follow something that is already done, it will inspire you to carve out the third pathway here. And within the third week, I see somebody's actually even like maybe giving you a baby or a crown. Kind of initially, I saw the baby with a cloak, and which has like a heart shape under the cloak. The baby can be symbolizing a new thing that you want to make happen. And it seems like here it will be handed over to you, or somebody can hand over the idea, the finances, the materials that you need. It is going to really move forward when you decide, okay, I'm going to make it happen. Another thing you can see, there's a dome around it. This is a protected area. This is a protected idea. And like the dome is actually also like bringing things, inspirations to your mind. So this can be when you receive the guidance, you will like receive the materials that you need, for example, maybe to make something happen, and then you will receive the inspiration, and then you're going to move forward. And you're standing on a chunk of money here. It can even bring immediate success when you start to pursuing this desire. Behind you, there's a person here. This person has somebody like smaller than them. They're admiring them. There's another heart shape here, but it seems like their eyes are on you. So you might get not really connected to what you're doing, the inspiration, but when you start doing the things you love, you might get other offers from different directions. Maybe someone is going to offer you to become partners about a subject or something that they're building. This can be about, I feel home here. I don't know why the home idea keeps coming to me. This can be forming a home or home related thing, or maybe you're working some like helping people to get their new homes going or building their home. It can be something like that as well. There's a partner standing right behind you. Okay, like someone who wants to partner up. But the thing is, initially you are really focused on what you're doing. I see a W here on your chest, which implies a win. It can be in someone's first name or the last name. Let's see if we can find a name on this person too. I see a letter S right there, like Sammy, Samantha, Samuel, and can be in the first name or the last name. So this person is they have a long nose though, kind of like wearing a collar. Those are like a Victorian type of big collars that I think it's Elizabeth I used to wear those. This can be someone old school, can be British too, or the nose can symbolize like a Pinocchio type of a thing, but I don't feel that energy. I feel like nose can be genetic, some sort of like a genetic feature this person has too, okay? And they're very skinny and tall physically. Within the 4th week timeline, okay, this person is showing up. There's like 1, 2, 3 different people coming to you. You can see their faces. One of them like open up his hands like that. Why this person? Why are you doing this? Some people might start to question why you're doing certain things, and I don't feel like they have negative intentions because they have a bright aura. However, they might not really have vision for the future, okay? They don't know what's going to happen out of this thing. They don't have the projection. They don't have the vision for the next 5 years about how this is going to go down. I even see a dog right here, someone loyal to you. They're going to question you. And if you bypass the questions, you might be actually skipping some important steps. So take note of those things. And that's why like they keep standing on the chunk of money here too. So those questions are going to lead maybe faster growth or being cautious when you're starting this new thing. Can be even changing jobs, going to a new school. And maybe when you're selecting the classes, there are things that you have chosen which are not really going to affect anything when it comes to your growth, but because you saw it, you liked it, you chose it. But I don't mean like a higher self choosing. I mean maybe fearfully you said, I need to take this class because it's going to benefit me this way or that way. Like it is a contractive feeling, okay? It's not expansive, it's growing. It's not a feeling of, I would love to learn about this thing, let's see how it's going to go down. It's not that. So these people might be giving you a piece of their mind, and do not reject it right away. Another thing for some of you, I have here a bird. I forgot the name of the bird. Sometimes I draw a blank like that because I have ADHD. Ooh, I want to see voucher. No. The ones that are in the desert, they wait for the dead. Vulture. I see a vulture here with, again, bright aura, surrounded by light. Vulture here can be, like looking at here, a person, a ghost, and the ghost can be someone fake that you're expecting things to make it happen, but they didn't. They give false promises. And vulture is waiting for them to pick them up and get them out of your life. Maybe you are giving too much credit to a person who does bare minimum, and or maybe you're working at a place that you keep dragging because you don't feel confident you're going to be able to find something new. And I feel like there's something new is coming forward here, so the vulture is waiting for you to let them go so it can pick it up and clean it off of your life, out of your life. Okay, it's not happening within the 4th week, it's still there, but it seems like there's movement and the idea and the decision making happening within the 4th week. Okay, so I'm gonna resolve the situation completely, and the intention you're going to set it. And then when you set it, the intentions usually really come forward fast when you have the definite intention. Okay, let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be. There are 2 chunks of money I saw falling into your cup, into your heart space. You have 2 desire coming forward, but the first one is going to happen faster. I see here very slightly kind of like a crescent moon, but not yet. Crescent moon can be a legal accomplishment, so it has some time, but not yet. I mean, like, it has some time to develop. Your second desire coming forward here, when you change the way you do things. So the crescent moon is also something I feel like they're not really in your home space. It's not really affecting your household, but it's maybe affecting your growth in life. This can be maybe something left for you that you haven't received yet as an inheritance. It can be a legacy. It can be something you applied, the answer didn't come forward. Maybe you want to travel and the visa is not coming, or like it didn't show up yet. So it can be actually taking its time because it is waiting for your timeline, not really the right timeline. It's like you getting into the right mindset. Usually this comes with detachment. When you say like, I want it, I don't need it. When you put that energy out, that it's just going to, it's going to start to align faster with your own reality. Okay, let's dive into the tarot now. I'm going to put these back in because I feel like these wanted to come forward for some of you, that you need to hear that message, that you need to change the tactics, or you need to have a tactical approach to a situation in order to get to the victorious moment. And let's see what's happening with your career, money spread, and financial situation at this moment. We're going to start with your financial status right now, where you are at, and let's see where it is. Three of Swords is a heartbreak. For some of you might be actually going through a timeline that you might lost something, or you didn't really receive what you truly intended. Okay, it's not a bad thing though, because Three of Swords is also mental. Maybe mentally you don't really put the things in the right place, or you put a lot of attention onto something, and that's why now it can feel like a loss to you. Where will your resources come forward? Let's see. Three of Pentacles is partnership. Maybe that's the thing that's missing, because this has emotional aspects to it as well. Maybe you don't really surround yourself with the right people to help you about this issue. That's why you might feel a little heartbreak at this moment. However, Three of Pentacles is creating excellent work. And also, I was listening to a new book about tarot, and this lady says, it's about need to know basis. Maybe you spread all the information to everyone and they might have taken your plans granted, or they have spread the formula, the thing that you wanted to take care of. That's why maybe certain things don't really go the way you want it to be. So Three of Pentacles, yes, work with people, but only give to them the necessary information. That's where your resources and income are going to come from. When you actually work with a team, and you need to take the charge and the control and the leadership of this team. Opportunities to consider are Five of Pentacles. Okay. This is, I feel like whenever I see this, initially this feels like, okay, there's loss and despair. No, the thing is, there might be a cold winter coming forward. However, think about the COVID timeline. It was an extremely cold winter for some companies, but some of them thrive in that timeline. For example, Zoom. There's a company called Zoom. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Everybody started working from home, and Zoom starts zooming basically. And because it's just a system that you connect from far away, and you have a conference call. And so this is actually where the opportunities are going to come from, where there is a need that you're going to be able to fill that need. If you can fulfill that need, that's going to be your opportunity right there. How will the opportunities benefit you? The Wheel of Fortune is going to bring a lot of change, and I feel like it's going to be a positive change. How can we experience the positive change? It's not only about winning the lottery. It's about buying the lottery ticket. In order for you to experience the positive change, first you need to do something about it. And I usually start with the mental attitude, the intention, and then attention, and then the action. Okay. I have this another tarot reader I follow on Instagram, and he says, how do you create things? BAM. Belief plus action creates manifestation. BAM. So this is actually, first prepare your mind and set your mind, even if the outside world looks like there's no opportunities there, the times are bleak, you focus and see the lack and fulfill that need. And then when you do, first you need to change your mind about abundance and seeing that things are available to you. Or focus on the things that you can change. I was reading a book the other day, Epistetokus, something, that a philosopher, a Greek philosopher, and he says that that's our biggest mistake as human beings. You cannot change the day or night, the weather, the timelines. That if you keep feeling gloomy about that all the time, then your day is not in your control. Focus on the things that you can do at this time. That's the Wheel of Fortune. That's how you can benefit from this beautiful opportunities presenting themselves to you. And the outcome will be the High Priestess, which is, let's start with the high part of it. Higher information, higher quality, higher knowledge, upgrade, becoming a mentor, you carrying the real information, giving that information and charging people for it. And the other day, a professor that I was talking to actually told me that there are a lot of people, they don't know anything and they want to purchase the knowledge. And if you can utilize that and think like a true tradesperson, that will benefit you really well. So I feel like this is the High Priestess moment for you. The outcome is you're going to make the right moves this time, and you're going to learn from the lessons during whatever this is actually showing up in your timeline, and you're going to utilize the people around you, create a teamwork, embrace the change, and sit on the throne of knowledge and use that intuitive knowledge, and that will bring you a lot of it seems like opportunity, prosperity. And the High Priestess, I feel like, has also respect in it, like coded respect in this card. Let's see, Crescent Moon again. There you go. It can be also like an accomplishment, that like an authority giving you an approval. It can be your success, a source of abundance. We have Three of Swords with the Eight of Swords. So it seems like you might got like somebody limited you or somebody blocked your pathway. That's why you have a heartbreak. I feel like this, for some of you, even though this is for the next 4 weeks, you might be dwelling on the energies of the past. I see 8 here and 3. 8, I felt the energy of 8, maybe 8 years ago, 8 months ago. You might have a problem with something, a financial situation. Maybe somebody blocked your path. They didn't allow you to get the promotion. They didn't allow you to get the home that you wanted. Now you're feeling a heartbreak because you missed the opportunity, okay? You're feeling like you missed the opportunity. However, there's a better idea coming to you. Queen of Swords is your feminine side. You're actually also, again, intellectual side. However, you can now see things with detail. Okay, that's how they say, men, like when you put 5 different reds in front of the man, women can tell. This is like a magenta, for example, the difference. But the feminine energy here can see all the details. This doesn't mean that man doesn't have the ability. It doesn't mean that, please, because man has different types of abilities as well. But it means that you're going to be attuned to the little details here. Okay, so but when you are attuned to it, you can lead. The others will follow. And 5 of Pentacles comes with a Tower. This is definitely some crisis moment happening. That's why I feel like this is not a crisis of yourself, because this is where the opportunities are. You need to consider the opportunities in the crisis moment. So yeah, there you go. There's a Two of Cups. So when you look at the crisis, you're going to see your heart's desire right in the middle of it. Okay. And you're going to, if you can give the equal exchange to it, like the alchemy, basically in order to turn the gold into metal, first you need to put the metal inside the bowl. Okay. So when you put the energy in there, you're going to definitely get something back in return. And it's going to be your heart's wishes, fulfillment. Wheel of Fortune is the opportunities are going to benefit you in a way that you will be in, first of all, a victorious position. He has the fish right there, a massive fish jumping out of the water. Fish symbolizes money, opportunities, wealth. And even though there are waves here, you have your ship still sailing, which if you have an intention to make something happen, that will start to happen as well. The Wheel of Fortune tells you that there's a change coming, and that change is going to put you in a position of authority, strength, power, management, growth. High Priestess is your outcome. The Star is your wish fulfillment. So some of you might be even manifesting this kind of like an upgrade, and maybe even intuitive, innate knowledge of how things are going to go, so you can invest moving further in to the future. Okay, so the outcome of your effort is going to be, I feel like some of you are going to really start to receive information or channel knowledge, maybe even find the right people, right connections, so you can you will know what to do next when it comes to financial upgrades. Another thing here is when you are in surety, in the knowing energy, oh, this is working out for me, I'm gonna find a way to make this happen, or it is already happening, I don't need to worry about it. Star is your wish fulfillment, your desire, your true north is going to be revealed to you. Okay, now it's time to pull 3 important things you need to know. This timeline. What do we have here? Celebrations. It came forth. Let's see. Maybe that's the 4th thing that you need to. It says the number 5 here. The 5th thing that you need to know. Let's see the first 3 things first. We have unity, 3 of Pentacles. I told you there is some unity, there is some partnership, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. So this, because it's about material things, this is about getting together with the people who are dedicated to the things that you want to make it happen. This is not just empty promises or someone appearing there to do the job. It's about dedication to creating wealth. We have fire. Wow, fire is actually extremely powerful energy here. It symbolizes that the inspiration, the passion, the knowledge, they're all going to flow to you, and you're going to utilize it well. The card intends here, let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present, which aligns with the opportunities to consider here with the 5 of Pentacles, the Tower, also like the cold to heat coming forth. So you will consider when you let go of the things that are holding you back, or the ideas or the people, their ideas holding you back, you're going to be able to be in the present and see the new things or the good things that you can make your dreams come true. The 3rd thing you need to know is the moon. Pay attention to your intuition. That's why the High Priestess is coming. Your intuition, your gut feeling, your innate knowledge, inner knowledge, guiding you already to the right direction. And at this time, and move ahead confidently like the High Priestess, because she knows best. Celebrations wanted to come forth. I feel like this is the outcome when you pursue the pathway and celebrations and the gifts, and you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. And not only that, it's not only bringing it, I feel like it's accepting it as well. Sometimes we can't even accept a compliment, and if you cannot really accept a compliment, how are you going to accept massive amounts of things? It is going to probably bring anxiety. I feel here you are finding a way to let go of that and accept what's coming your way, and that's going to be the celebration part of this thing. Okay, now I'm going to pull a sigil to attract abundance, and you can use the sigil, write it on your mirror, maybe look at it. That will remind you of the message came forth for you. We have a fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and elementals to achieve your goals. These are actually like nature-bound spirits. I'm not really highly knowledgeable, but there are some people, they can tell you, like when you research it online, they know how to work with them. You can call upon their help, and I think that you need to give them an offering, like water or flowers or something. And you can also draw this, and that can be a reminder that they are actually helping you on the background. Okay. All right, now, Geminis, that's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.